Have you ever wondered if an ordinary-looking 1961 Jefferson nickel sitting unnoticed in an old jar, tucked away inside a forgotten drawer, or mixed with loose change could actually be hiding? A story that reaches back more than 6 decades. At first glance, it seems like nothing more than a simple 5-cent coin. Millions of people carried it in their pockets, spent it at grocery stores, dropped it into vending machines, and never gave it a second thought. But what if I told you that some 1961 Jefferson Nickels have captured the attention of serious collectors, while others continue to circulate unnoticed, waiting for someone with a careful eye to recognize their true significance? Before you decide that your coin is just another common nickel, stay with me until the very end, because later in this story, we're going to answer one question that surprises almost every collector. What tiny detail can make one 1961 Jefferson nickel far more desirable than another that looks almost identical? To understand why this coin matters, we have to travel back to America in 1961. It was a time of optimism, change, and competition. The United States was entering a new era under President John F. Kennedy. The space race was accelerating. The Cold War shaped everyday life. An American industry was producing billions of coins to keep the nation's economy moving. Every cup of coffee, every bus ride, every newspaper purchase often involved a nickel. These small coins passed through countless hands, silently witnessing history while serving a simple purpose that few people appreciated. The coin you are looking at is known as the Jefferson Nickel. It first appeared in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. The United States Mint selected a new design honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Sculptor Felix Schlag created the winning design, featuring Jefferson's portrait on the front and his beloved home, Monticello, on the reverse. Although minor modifications have been made over the years, the basic design remained one of America's longest-running coin designs. Now here's something many people never realize. The 1961 Jefferson nickel was struck using an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Despite being called a nickel, most of its metal content is actually copper. This durable composition helped the coin survive decades of circulation, allowing many examples to remain recognizable even after years of daily use. The small letter D on your coin is extremely important. It tells us the coin was produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado. During 1961, the Denver Mint worked tirelessly to meet America's enormous demand for circulating coinage. More than 200 million Jefferson Nickels bearing the D Mint mark rolled off its presses that year. Because of this massive production, most circulated examples are not considered rare today. But that doesn't mean every 1961 nickel is ordinary. According to a guidebook of United States coins, often called the Red Book by collectors, value is determined by much more than the date alone. Condition, strike quality, originality, eye appeal, and unusual mint errors all play major roles in determining whether a coin is worth only 5 cents or hundreds, even thousands of dollars. That brings us to the mystery hidden inside so many collections. Imagine 2 people each holding a 1961 Jefferson nickel.
The dates match.
The mint marks match. The designs appear identical. Yet one coin might sell for only a few cents while the other becomes the centerpiece of an advanced collection. How is that possible? The answer lies in details so small that most people overlook them completely. One of the first things experienced collectors examine is the strike. Denver generally produced well-struck nickels in 1961, but not every coin left the dies with equal sharpness. Look closely at Monticello on the reverse. The steps leading to the building are among the most important grading features. If these steps remain fully separated and uninterrupted, the coin may qualify for what collectors call the full steps designation. This single characteristic can dramatically increase collector demand. Now, think about the journey your coin has taken. Since 1961, it may have traveled through thousands of wallets, cash registers, vending machines, piggy banks, and family collections. Every scratch tells part of that journey. Every tiny mark records another chapter in its life. While wear usually lowers value, a coin that somehow escaped decades of heavy circulation becomes increasingly desirable. Professional grading services carefully inspect Jefferson Nickels under magnification. They evaluate luster, contact marks, surface preservation, strike quality, and originality. Coins receiving grades such as MS65, MS66, MS67, or even higher are far scarcer than ordinary circulated examples. The difference between these grades may appear invisible to an untrained eye. Yet the market often rewards those tiny distinctions with dramatically different prices. But grading is only part of the story. Mint errors create another fascinating chapter. During production, dies can crack, shift, wear unevenly, or strike planchets incorrectly. These manufacturing mistakes sometimes create doubled letters, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, D-chips, or other unusual varieties. While most 1961D nickels were struck normally, genuine mint errors attract considerable collector interest because every error tells the story of something unexpected happening inside the mint itself. And here's the question I asked you at the beginning. If millions of these coins were produced, why do experienced collectors still search through rolls of old nickels hoping to find one special example? The answer is simple, yet incredibly exciting. They are not searching merely for the date. They are searching for exceptional preservation, sharp full steps, original mint luster, attractive surfaces, and genuine mint errors. Those characteristics are genuinely scarce, even when the date itself is common. Before you spend an old 1961D Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You may simply have an ordinary 5-cent coin, or you may have a beautifully preserved piece of American history that collectors would gladly add to their collections. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden story behind this remarkable coin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like and tell me in the comments, have you ever found an old Jefferson nickel in your pocket change? Your next coin could reveal another fascinating story waiting to be discovered.